Am I the asshole for giving money set aside for my son to his daughter's mother? Part number 1. My husband and I are fortunate that we were able to not just put our children through college, but also put money aside for their future weddings. As our sons got older, one of them, Frank, told us that he didn't plan on getting married. My husband and I talked about it and decided that when the time came, we would give him money towards the down payment on his first home. We also told our other son that this was an option as well and he could use the money for either. From ages 20 to 23, Frank dated Nadine. They were pretty serious, and according to Frank, he planned to be with her long term. She was very close with our family and even vacationed with us. Then, one day, out of nowhere, he announced that they broke up. He didn't want to talk about why and refused to talk about her period. We weren't sure what was going on, but supported him. Then, a few months later, Nadine reached out to me. She asked if I had Frank's new phone number. I was hesitant to give it to her, as I wasn't sure if he'd want her to have it. That's when she told me that she had recently given birth to Frank's child and couldn't get into contact with him, but she really needed his help. I didn't give her his number but said I would talk to him and get his consent. When I told Frank the news, he wasn't surprised. He said he knew about the baby. I asked if he knew if it was his, did Nadine cheat or something, and that's why they broke up. He said no, he knew the baby was his. Nadine isn't the type to cheat. He said that he just doesn't want to be a father. I asked if he thought she baby-trapped him. Not because I thought she did, but just trying to find any reason for this attitude. He said no, he believes it was a true accident, but he didn't want a baby. I was in shock. My husband and I didn't raise either of our boys to be this way. I said even if he doesn't want to physically be present, he still owes child support. He claims that no, he's not going to pay and Nadine is too poor to get a lawyer. I told him I was disappointed in him and that he needed to get his act together and be responsible. He was very nonchalant when refusing. I truly didn't recognize the son in front of me. I ended up meeting with Nadine privately. She looked exhausted. She told me that she had been laid off right before finding out she was pregnant and was struggling to find work. She had depleted her savings. On top of it, she was exhausted from caring for the baby. I held the baby and fell in love instantly. I knew we had to help Nadine and my granddaughter. I spoke with some friends and helped Nadine get a job. My husband and I discussed it and decided we would use Frank's wedding/down payment fund on getting a good lawyer for her.